Hi, I'm Gary Hess from Phase 2 Music, and I always like the fact that many pedals have like their signature sound. You know, is it open, is it mid-boost, right, mid-focus, vocal resonant pedals, whatever. And a lot of that is done through the pedal's output filter section. Now, pedals usually have three basic building blocks. You've got an input filter, some sort of a saturation section, and an output filter. All three blocks contribute to the sonic signature. But this video is going to focus on the output filter of my Integrated Overdrive. I should state that my radical distortion uses the same output filter as the input overdrive. Values are tweaked, but the same architecture. On a previous video, I described how my pedals have a second order filter, and that allows you to get rid of some of the harsh, fizzy sound if you want. But this video is going to talk about more the overall filter itself. Now, one thing about my filters is they do have a frequency and a resonance control both. And this allows you to get a really wide tonal response. I'll explain what I'm talking about. First, I'll start with my dry sound. Now, today I'm actually going through a Dream 65, through an Empress compressor, through a Strymon Flint. And I did set up the Dream 65 to be on the edge of breakup. Play it light. Clean, but you dig in. And in that case, I'm now using the Integrated Overdrive to physically drive the front end stage of the Dream 65. So if I turn, go get a good sound. If I turn the Integrated Overdrive on, you can actually hear it pushing the front end stage of the Dream 65. I have another pedal. This is another Integrated Overdrive that I've modified to remove out the input filtering and the clipping stage. So now we're only seeing the effects of the output filter. And as you can see, I have that shown on the screen here on the side. This is the response of that pedal, and I set it to be about unity gain. Now I should state what the two controls do. The frequency was pretty obvious, is that as you turn the frequency up, the pedal's going to get brighter. And if I turn it down, it gets darker. Oops. Turn the frequency down, it gets darker. Again, a snapshot of how it sounds. You can see what that does. The resonance is a little more unique of a control. If you notice this knee, this curve right here, how sharp it is. It's somewhat sharp. I can make the knee get sharper, and then it actually will start to give almost like a little bump to it, a little boost. If I crank the resonance up, you see that knee actually goes up quite a bit. It's like a little resonant peak, and I can pull that down or move that up. And the two actually work together. So if I crank up the resonant peak and bring the frequency down, you now get this effect. That classic cocked wah sound. Boost right here, will say, oh, double 2 o'clock. Now you sort of get that. People would describe this as sort of a mid-boost sound. Pleasure neck pickup. Not a bad sound. Or I can even get more of a, we will call it more of a flat response. Push the frequency up a little bit. About like that. Now what I plan to do so you can actually hear them side by side by side, I'm going to play the same riff, 3 settings, but I'm also going to leave the screen up as well so you can actually see what's going on as well as you can hear. This should be helpful to let you hear and see how the knobs and this pedal work. I hope this is really helpful for letting you understand what the frequency and resonance knobs do on my pedals. I will have future videos and we'll get into details about the input filtering, the saturation stage in more detail, and also this little bass makeup switch. If you find this interesting, hey, subscribe, share, get the thumbs up, really helps out. Also, feel free to post comments and I'll try to respond to them. Finally, go to phase2music.com where you can buy both the radical distortion and the Integrated Overdrive. Thanks a lot and have a great day. Take care.